Yo, what's good, YouTube? I'm about to make this YouTube video about key bindings and just switching over to keyboard mouse in general. This is my first time doing this shit, so sorry if it's pretty bad, but I figure I'd get this video out because it's not too much content as far as swapping over to keyboard mouse as a controller player. As you can see from my level, I'm like 156. Literally, majority of my playtime on Smite has been through Xbox and playing on controller. So I figured this video will help out people that have been in my situation where they've been struggling on PC and has been wanting to make the switch over to keyboard and mouse. But yeah, let's get into it. Alright, so the first thing that you want to do is, if you're looking to play on mouse and keyboard, you need to switch to keybinds. I'm just gonna reset this here. This is what it would look like if it's default. I feel like it's personally uncomfortable for the most part, but with changing a little bit of stuff around, you can get it to feel better. So, for the things that you'd like to change, you should change the abilities to Q, second one to E, third one R, and then the ultimate as shift. Well, I mean left shift. And this is because like your fingers are closer to Q, E, R, and left shift as opposed to 1, 2, 3, 4. I know it's manageable to do it from 1, 2, 3, 4, but for me personally, as a newbie to keyboard and mouse, it just feels better to have it closer than how far the numbers are compared to the letters. Alright. Next, the relics. Now, for me personally, I have a mouse that has 2 side buttons. And I'm taking advantage of that here, and I put the relics on the front one and the back one. And then, since they're on the buttons on like side buttons of the mouse, it's easier to hit these instead of having it as another key for the keyboard. So yeah, if you have a mouse with buttons on it like I do, then you definitely want to try and take advantage of that in some way. If you don't, then I guess you can just go for relics, control, I mean no, not caps lock. You do caps lock for relic 1, and then left control for the second one, because your pinky finger is going to be on left shift already for ult. So if you need to panic beads or aegis or whatever relic you're carrying, you can go ahead and just move your pinky finger over to whatever relic you're gonna pop, and then it's just as easy as that because your finger's just right there. But only issue with this is, you know, caps lock is right there, and if you're going to like type in the chat, then you might be typing in caps or not. So you just need to watch out for that if you're going to put caps lock as a relic bind. Leave recall as B, because that's just right there, and I mean your brain is gonna remember recall being B, because like this is a base, you're going back to the base, leave it as B. Consumables, I think that you should put it as scroll wheel up. Oh snap. Scroll wheel up for consumable 1, and then scroll wheel down for consumable 2. I haven't seen nobody use this as their consumables, but I figured since the scroll wheel is on the mouse and you can set it as a bind, you might as well do it because it's just right there. And then to train your abilities, just want to put 1, 2, 3, 4 if you're not using these for something already. Your fingers are barely going to be on the numbers in the first place, so I just figured you might as well just put them in some place where you're not accidentally hitting it, unless you like don't remember where the places are at on the keyboard as far as the letters are concerned. And yeah, you can just move your index and pointer finger over to these numbers, or you can just move your whole left hand to upgrade whatever one you're trying to go for. Then the rest of the stuff you want to leave this same. VGS, I tried adjusting that to a different letter, but it just doesn't work. Especially if you're trying to learn the VGS commands for keyboard and mouse, it's very hard to try and do it from other letters. If you're trying to learn keyboard and mouse compared to doing it on the D-pad for whatever controller you're using. So just leave V as the starting point for VGS, and you're gonna learn it eventually, I promise. Another thing I'd like to mention is that you should turn cast mode to either quick cast or insta cast. I don't use quick cast because I'm just not used to it. It feels weird when I tried to use it the first time, so I just do insta cast. I've been playing the game for a long time, and personally to me, I feel like I got the hang of most abilities and I know where they're gonna go and how to aim them. So I just put it on Instacast, and then the faster you get at learning how to use most of the abilities on Instacast, then the easier and the more fun it's gonna feel trying to learn how to play keyboard and mouse, in my opinion, because you're just popping off the abilities really fast compared to quick cast. You're either holding it and then just having it let go at a certain time, or normal cast where you're just clicking it to view where it's gonna drop and then clicking the mouse again, which is just a lot of work to do compared to Instacast. So yeah, definitely leave casting mode on Instacast if you can. Now, as for some tips on how to get used to mouse and keyboard, I personally like to go into Arena when I first started playing mouse and keyboard. I know people have gripes on Arena and what it is and how boring it is and how stupid it is, but you're just here to learn how to play on the keyboard and not just to play as like a primary game mode. Yeah, next thing you want to do though is go into jungle practice. You just do whatever here, honestly, but yeah, if you're tired of Arena, come here. Fucking what I used to do though is to fucking come in here.
All I need are my extremities.
I used to come in here, do my fucking VGS shit or whatever, and just look through the menu. I try to remember VGS as the stuff that's there, like gank starts with G, A, attack. Like most of the stuff on this list, it starts with the letter that you're clicking. And of course you got the odd ones out, like ward is Q, like ward doesn't start with Q. But yeah, you just come in here like often and practice that shit. Practice the main ones that you're gonna need for Conquest. So for me, when I first started, I'm like, ah man, I gotta go to Conquest. I'm tired of playing Arena, so I do missing.
Enemy missing.
VFF, that's how you call missing, like in general. And then if you click VF and then click,
Enemy missing.
you could ping where
Enemy missing.
they're missing at or whatever. And then if you click VF, it'll say the lanes for 1, 2, 3, and then you just click F again, obviously for MI. Other stuff you'll need, like on my way, VVVE, I think group up is around there too. Yeah, VVVG. I haven't gotten used to that yet because I'm still learning, obviously. But
Group up.
yeah, like just come in here, do VGS, and just try to learn the stuff that you're gonna need. That's what I recommend. Alright, last thing you want to do is you want to go into Conquest. Now I'd recommend that you play support. You're probably like, oh my god, I don't want to play support, I hate that role. I don't care, play support. You're gonna get the movement down. That's what you need to do first of all. And support, you can mess up in that lane and nobody's gonna blame you. What the fuck? I thought I was in the queue. Ah, but yeah, if you're playing support in Conquest, nobody's gonna yell at you. And if they do, then I mean, I personally don't care. Like, if we get a support, we get a support. But if you're messing up in other lanes like jungle, solo, mid, ADC, like if you're messing up in other important roles, then like I feel like it's gonna have more of an impact on a team as to if you're messing up in support just because your mindset is new, or if you're a newer player. So I definitely recommend that you go to Conquest and play support after you've done the previous steps, or if you're feeling confident enough that you're ready to go into Conquest, start off with playing like maybe like 1 or 2 games as support, and then you want to branch out to the other roles that you like playing, and then just go from there. I personally used to be scared running games on my Smurf, playing against bots, because I felt like a bot, but then I just stopped because like it wasn't worth it. Somebody had told me that you're not gonna learn if you're playing against people that's lower than the skill level you are, and I'm like, yeah, that's right. So I just decided to all in, and now I'm feeling more confident playing mouse and keyboard than to controller, and I've been playing Smite for about like 4 to 5 years on controller. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I hope this video helped. I just wanted to drop this because there's no videos talking about how hard it is to switch from controller over to mouse and keyboard. Like, all your skill is on controller, and then you're swapping over to a completely different controlling scheme. But yeah, hope this helps, and until next time, see y'all later.